If your goal is to make your first $1,000 as a virtual assistant, you don't need to watch more tutorials. What you need is a structured plan. And this video is going to give you that. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the visual skill method along with that structured plan that you can follow to make your first $1,000 as a virtual assistant. The most important thing that I want you to understand from this video is the visual skill method. This is the foundation, and this is what will play a crucial part in you succeeding as a virtual assistant and making your first $1,000. See, the traditional method, the general method that everyone knows is if you want to become a virtual assistant, you choose services like data entry, calendar management, email management. You learn those services, those skills, and you start looking for a client. That is not what we are going to do. The first thing that we need to do is we choose a skill that you know you can create visually attractive samples for your client. This is super important. I know your goal is to become a virtual assistant. Your goal is to find clients that are going to give you consistent virtual assistant income. But if you start by learning data entry, calendar management, email management, and you start looking for clients who need that, finding those kind of clients is going to be twice as difficult. And that is why if you want to succeed fast and you want to find your first few clients fast, you have to follow the visual skill method. And the visual skill method, what it really means is you choose something that you know you can create a sample that is going to be quite attractive to your potential client, so that when they take a look at it, they are going to feel that they need it, so that they are going to hire you. Things you can do is something like social media graphic design, vertical video editing, ebook design, funnel creation, landing page designs, logo creation. This is what we are starting with. I will give you one example. Let's say you are looking for a client. You are offering data entry service. If 10 people create work samples, data entry work samples, it is all really going to look the same. The data is going to look different, but the structure is the same. Everything is going to look the same because you can't really do much. You can't really do much creativity in Excel or Google Sheet or things like that. And that is why finding a client as a virtual assistant is much harder, because you cannot separate yourself. I know you don't want to become a graphic designer. You don't want to become a website designer, but this is just an entry point. This is something that you are going to use to break through. That is exactly what I did when I got started. I started my career as a website designer. When it didn't work, I niched down to landing page design. After I found some client, I built landing pages. I got some full 5-star reviews. Then eventually I started transitioning to virtual assistants. And that is exactly what I want you to do. And that is why the first thing that you should do right now is sit down, take a pen and paper, or open a notepad in your computer and start listing down services or skills that you know it can be possible to create a uniquely attractive sample for client. Just remember the few examples I gave: logo design, social media graphic design, funnel creation, ebook design, vertical video editing. There are many samples. These are just a few. Write down these samples that I mentioned, these examples that I mentioned, and then go ahead and do some research. Ask ChatGPT, search on YouTube, search on Google, search gigs on Fiverr, and look at the freelancing services that you know visually attractive samples can be created. Okay, after you do your research and you pick one thing that you know you can learn and you can create samples for client, the next step that you need to do is spend at least 30 days into learning, practicing, and creating samples. Let's say you choose to become a social media graphic designer. If that is what you want to do, then you need to master Canva. If you put in at least 2 or 3 hours every day within 30 days, you are going to have a good knowledge and understanding of how to use Canva, and you are going to have enough samples to convince client. So set it as your goal to spend at least 2 or 3 hours every day into learning, practicing, and creating samples. Within 30 days, you should have enough knowledge and enough samples to be able to convince client. The main problem is getting distracted. So if you pick something that you want to learn, you want to be good at this, you want to create samples and find your first client in that area, don't switch in the middle of learning. If you start learning social media graphic design, don't change your mind in the middle of it and switch to maybe ebook design. If you choose something like ebook design, don't switch to maybe e-commerce product design. Pick one thing and spend 30 days learning, practicing, and creating samples. If you do this, if you know you are putting at least 2 or 3 hours every single day, totally focus on creating samples and learning that one thing, within 30 days you are going to have enough skills. You can use a trackable system, something like a time tracking software. Every day that you sit, you want to start learning and practicing and creating sample, you turn on a time tracking tool so that you track the hours you put into practicing and creating samples. This is going to help you stay grounded and making sure that you are not getting distracted. And try as much as possible to create samples as if someone pay you to create some professional work for them, because that is really the goal. You want to have samples that are going to look totally professional. And the next thing that you shall do immediately after these 30 days is package yourself. There are different ways to package yourself. The first place that you are going to go to package yourself is a freelancing platform. Go to Fiverr, Upwork, and freelancer.com. You create your profiles there, create your gig on Fiverr. Don't even care about virtual assistants. Create your profiles offering that one thing that you just finished learning. Your goal is to become a virtual assistant, but put that in the back seat for now. Whatever you learn within the last 30 days and you have the samples, that is what you create your account on freelancing platforms offering that one thing. After you create your profiles on freelancing platform, you should also have your portfolio outside of freelancing platforms. If you are offering something like website design, something like landing page design or funnel creation, it's a very good idea to have a personal website. So create a personal website that is going to be your portfolio, including everything that someone will want to know about you. If you are offering anything other than landing page design, funnel creation, then you don't really need a personal website. You can create your portfolio in Canva. Especially if you learn something that you need to create visually attractive sample, you must know how to use Canva. So it's going to be easy for you. Create a professional portfolio in Canva. I have a few tutorials on how to create portfolio in Canva that can be a guide to you. And there are tons of templates in Canva that you can choose from and update and make your own portfolio. And the next place that you can package yourself is social media. Create an account on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. I know you probably already have profiles in all of those places. So if you already have profiles on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, but you use those as your personal profile, you post your personal stuff, personal life things, and maybe even political things, random things with your friends, it is going to be a good idea to create separate profiles that are going to be specifically for your work as a virtual assistant. But remember, we are not a virtual assistant yet. You are offering something one-off thing as a freelancer. Create profiles. Your goal is to make sure anywhere that you have any online presence, no matter where someone finds you, the first look they have at anything you have online, they are going to perceive you as someone professional. If you put in 2 to 3 hours every day into building stuff, within 7 days, you should be done with this stage. You should have your packaging right. And immediately after these 7 days, the next 7 days, you shall dedicate it into learning how to do effective job hunting and writing proposal. This is one of the most important parts, learning how to find the right jobs and learning how to write effective and winning proposal. Depending on the type of service that you want to start offering in the beginning, take some time, sit down and do some research and create a profile of your potential client. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to create maybe e-commerce product designs. If that is what you want to do, then you want to do some research and find some e-commerce business owners and have a list of potential e-commerce business owners that you are going to target when we go to cold outreach, which is going out and looking for those clients. You create like an avatar or a persona of your potential client. This is very important. Don't make it vague or too broad. I ask people all the time, who are your ideal client? And most people say small business owners. That is totally like way too broad, small business owners. Majority of business owners are small business owners. You make it as specific as possible so that when you are looking for client, it is going to be easier for you to target those people and your messaging is going to be specific to those people, even in your own packaging. And also within the 7 days, make sure you spend some time, watch tutorials, watch some videos about writing effective proposals. Writing effective proposal is super important. So if you know the exact type of people that you want to target, you know how to write an effective proposal, the next step is going to be very easy. And this next step is to try to find your first client within 14 days, within 2 weeks. It's possible. It's hard, but if you do it right, it's totally possible. See, you already create your account on Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer.com. So make a target of how many applications you are going to send every day on Freelancer.com. I know Freelancer.com is not totally free. With the free account, you can only apply for 4 or 6 jobs. But if you pay $10 per month, you can send up to 100 applications per month. So if you can afford to pay $10 per month, that is totally doable. Make a target of how many applications you are going to send every day on Freelancer.com. Fiverr have something they call buyer brief. So if it is open to you, make sure every single day you check the buyer brief tab to see if there are any briefs available to you that you can send an application to. You have your account on Upwork. It's quite expensive to apply to jobs on Upwork, so I do not recommend it as a complete beginner. But you have your Upwork profile optimized in case someone reach out to you. You can answer them and it can be an opportunity for you. This is only one part of the job that you are going to do in terms of looking for clients within this 14 days. The next thing that you are going to do is a little more uncomfortable, which is where many people are not doing it. And that is cold outreach or direct outreach. And this is where you do a research, you find people who you believe they are going to benefit from your services. You send them an email or a social media message. You introduce yourself. Let them know how you can help them achieve something. In your message or in your email, you include a sample that they can take a look at to see a sample of your work, to see what you can do for them. This is something that you have to make sure you are doing it every single day. Every single day, make sure you are sending applications on freelancing platforms. Every single day, make sure you are sending cold direct outreach, either via email or social media messages. Because initially, when you start, the emails or the messages or the applications you are going to be sending, you are going to start doing some mistakes. But if you do a number of applications every day, you are going to be able to start improving, optimize, and doing better. And hopefully within a few days, someone is going to respond to your application. As soon as someone responds to your application, you can take a look at the application, what you did right, and try to improve the next application that you send. And one important thing in this stage, when you are going after a client extensively, aggressively, make sure you have your mobile phone available anytime that you can have your mobile phone available, so that when you send applications, you send emails, as soon as a client responds to you, you can respond to them fast. Because sometimes clients respond to few people to start a conversation. The first person that they start conversation with, and if they feel comfortable with that person, they are just going to go ahead and hire that person. So if a client send you a message, there is a good chance they didn't send that message only to you. If you are the first person that respond and they have a conversation with you, they might end up hiring you before anyone else responds. And that is why it's important to have your mobile phone close at all times. And if you do this every single day, after 14 days, even if you didn't find your first client within the first 14 days, create a feedback loop system where you are going to send proposals. If as soon as someone responds to you, you are going to review what you did right, try to replicate it. The next day you send applications. The next day you send a lot of applications. If you get a response, you try to optimize and do better. This feedback loop system is going to help you improve every single day. Your goal is to make your first $1,000 as a virtual assistant. So don't worry too much about the money you make in this early stage. Your goal in this early stage is to get your first few 5-star reviews. So anytime that you get your first client, your goal is to make sure that client is happy enough to give you full 5-star review. And also, as soon as you finish working for that client, you let them know that you have these extra skills. So if they need anyone to help them take care of some data entry work, or if they need anyone to help them manage their calendar, or anything else that you do, you can pitch that service to them. This is important because if someone already work with you on some project and they like working with you, if you pitch them your virtual assistant service, it's going to be easier for them to hire you. And I'm very confident if you stay aggressively on this route without taking break, without getting distracted, within your first 6 months, there is a very good chance you are going to make your first $1,000 working online. So if you find this video helpful, YouTube think you are going to like this one too. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.